Alright, hey guys, it's Asha. Welcome back to Reading with Toby. Today I'm so excited to start another vlog. This is going to be reading all of the library books, or trying to read all of my library books that I have out. I have out an insane amount. I have 5 books. I recently moved, and so I got a new library card at the one closest to me, and so I went browsing, and then of course I had to check out some books because I saw some that I really wanted, and then I already had these two I already had these two out from the library that I usually always go to. So I have a lot of books, and they are due back in like a week or so. Some of them are due back in a week, some of them I have 2 weeks, but I really want to get to them. I'm super excited about it. So I thought I would do a vlog of trying to get through as many library books as I can this week. So I'm gonna quickly run through all the books that are on, all the library books that I have out, and we'll just see which ones I can get to. Okay, so I have The Resurrectionist by A. Ray Dunlap. We have Good Girl by Aria Aber. We have The Night Guest by Hildur. Ooh, I do not know how you say her last name, but I'm really excited for this one. We have Old Soul by Susan Barker. This one, oh, I think I'm really curious about. And then we have Deep Cuts by Holly Brickley. So I don't think I'm gonna be able to get to all 5 of them, but I'm hoping to read at least 3. Are excited to start these library books with me. Let's do it. The first one, the one that I think I'm gonna start off with first, is Good Girl by Aria Aber. This is a like coming of age, sad girl, messy girl lit fic. This was longlisted for the Women's Prize for Fiction this year. I'm really curious about it. It is following a like 19-year-old from the parents of Afghani refugees, lives in Germany, and she's 19, and I think it's just her like coming to terms with herself, being messy, figuring out life. And this is this author's debut novel. So then we're gonna start with this. Hopefully, my goal is to try to read 100 pages every day so that I can really get through these books. My boyfriend is in Spain. We went to Spain together last week. He's from Spain, if you didn't know. We went to Spain together last week, so I was there for a week, and he stayed for another 2 weeks with his family and everything. So I don't have any distractions, so I should be able to read a bunch and get through all of these library books. So let's, all right, so I have been reading Good Girl. I'm about 50 pages in, and I am really enjoying it, like so much so that I'm thinking about going to buy a physical copy because I want to annotate this book. So good. The writing is, oh, I love the writing. There's so many good quotes. I've been like writing down some of the quotes and like interesting points, but there's just too many for me to do this entire book like this. So I think I'm just gonna go buy me a physical copy, because it's gonna be one of those where when I finish it, I'm gonna want a physical copy anyway, and I really want to annotate this book. There's so much packed in already. So we're following our main character. Have we gotten her name? I'm so bad at remembering the names. What's her name? Nyla, I wanna say. So we're following Nyla, and it's just already what I've said. She is a 19-year-old girl who lives in Berlin, who's from Germany. Parents were Afghani refugees who came from obviously Afghanistan to Germany, and is talking a lot about her being an outsider, her family being immigrants, and her being an artist. She wants to be a photographer. She's a little lost in life right now. She's going to a bunch of different clubs. There's lots of drug use so far, and then she meets this older man who is an author who had a pretty well-known book published. They met, and I think they're gonna have some sort of relationship. And yeah, I'm really loving it. Like, some of the quotes are so beautiful. I love this quote: "A girl can get in almost anywhere, even if she can't get out." Yeah, I don't know, there's just like so much packed in. This is reminding me of Catalina, which I read last year and really enjoyed. That one is also about a daughter of immigrant parents. That one takes place in America, and it's more about, you know, status in America. This definitely is about Germany and the history of Germany as well. So it's an interesting like change. It's not the exact same, but it's reminding me of that because it has some of the same themes, and also following a young girl. In Catalina, she's at Harvard. Here, she's an artist, trying to figure out her life. But I think I'm just gonna go buy me a physical copy, and we're still gonna count it as reading a library book because, yes. And hopefully it's a really fast read, so I think I'll be able to finish this rather quickly. I do have a like meeting tonight. I don't know if you call it a meeting. I'm in this like diversity and inclusion workshop thing tonight that I have to go to. We have our first one tonight. And yes, it is like 4:30 now. It starts at 6. I have an unboxing, my Twisted Retreat unboxing for the month of August. I'm so excited. If you guys didn't see my last vlog, I became a rep for Twisted Retreat for this current cycle. So I'm super excited. So I got last month's box, this box, and I'll get September's box for free to unbox with you guys. Because they do like, it's a horror book subscription box, and they do special edition horror books, and they're so gorgeous. So last month we got 2 books. This month I think we only get 1 book. You can use my code READ5 for 5% off anything in the website if you want just one item, a book, or the subscription. I will link it down below, but let's go ahead and open it because I'm so excited for this month. Here we go. What do you think, Toby? We get the little box, or sorry, the little card with all the spoilers. I'm not gonna look at it. Okay, so I'm just gonna pull things as I see them. So first, I knew we were getting a Midsommar fandom item, which is exciting. Oh, it's bath soaps. I'm not really a bath person. It's kind of disappointing. Just disappointing in that I was super excited for the Midsommar item, but I'm not a bath person. Here I see some freeze-dried mulberries. Kind of random, but there we go. I guess like fruit. Yeah, that makes sense. And folk horror. Okay, I see the vision. Okay, this aromatherapy pendant. I guess it's just like a pendant you hang and it like smells, I guess, and it just has a little antler thing on it. That's interesting. I've never seen anything like that. I see this like little white box here. Oh, is this a spoon rest? I've been wanting one. Oh. Oh, look at that. That is amazing. Look at this. Look at this. That is so cool. This is like perfect for Halloween. I literally been needing a spoon rest. Oh my gosh, I love this. This reminds me of the movie The Witch. We have another white box here. Oh, wait, I just saw this. I got distracted. This looks like a, oh my gosh, this is kind of intense. This is a, like metal tin. This artwork is pretty intense here. So you have that. I love on the thing it says folk horror, and then the back, and it's just like a metal tin. This is definitely something I'll just keep out for Halloween, I think, but that is fun. Is this a candle? I hope it's a candle because we didn't get a candle last time. It is. I see a little ghost. Oh, a little ghost dog. How cute. A ghost walking a little ghost dog. That is so cute. Okay, that is definitely me. The last thing I see before the book is this. So it says, in my horror era, and then this little ghost campfire. That's super cute. All right, before I open the book, I want to see what these other things were. Oh, it is the witch inspired spoon rest. I got that. Oh, Shadow Monster candle holder. Oh, these are window clings. Now let's finally get to the book. I don't know what the book is, but I love that the books always come packaged. And this, oh, The Bone Drenched Woods by L.V. Russell. That is so pretty with the rabbit on the cover. Okay. I really like how this looks. The Bone Drenched Woods, and on the back it says, carve the bones, 1 for the gate, 1 for the door, 2 for the mantle, and 3 for the floor. And then it has these sprayed edges, really creepy. Oh, the top has like bones as well. Okay, then let's see what's under the dust jacket. What? Oh my gosh, look at that. I know, Toby. In the back, that is gorgeous. That is creepy. That's, whew. Oh, and then the end pages. That is so pretty. And it's signed, this one. What in the world? Look at that. Hi, Toby. Hi, Tobes. So yes, guys, that is the August Twisted Retreat box. I love everything. Like I said, I think now my favorite is the book. Next month's theme is going to be Till the Last Page. And then they also have an advent calendar that I need to remember to sign up for. It's an advent calendar where you get like 3 or 4 books special edition books. I'm definitely gonna sign up for that too. It is now Wednesday morning. I just got done with my morning clinic. Ooh, got done a little early because the last patient canceled. I'm going to go to Barnes & Noble now so we can pick up a physical copy of Good Girl. I didn't read any more last night, so I did not hit my 100 pages, but that's okay. We'll try to read a ton today, although I do have a lot of work to do today. So I think I'm going to go to Barnes & Noble, try to find that book and see if I see anything else I want. Plus, they're having their hardcover sale. And then I think I'm gonna go to somewhere and like sit like at a coffee shop or somewhere to sit and like work, because I really have a lot of work to do, and I feel like if I go home it won't happen. I also really want to go to Marshall's, because I don't know if you guys have seen those like ceramic teddy bear, like Halloween ceramic teddy bear things. They are so cute, and I really want one. I either want the mug or the cookie jar or whatever. Home. It's been a little bit now. I've already eaten dinner. I did all the work and studying that I needed to do, so now I can sit and do some reading. As you saw, I got my finished copy of Good Girl, which I am very excited about to start annotating. And I thought I would show you guys the little things that I got from Marshall. So I don't know if you guys have seen this around, the really cute little teddy bear pumpkin things. I did get the cookie jar, and I know it's just so like, it's one of those pieces, Halloween pieces, that's just like so weird and unique, but I needed it. So this one's a little cookie jar. I probably won't use it as a cookie jar. I may use it to put like coffee pods in or something. My way, like in the checkout line, there was like a big mug. You know how they have the mugs when you're checking out? They had literally one mug was there, and it was this one, and I was so happy because I did also want this mug. It's the same thing, the little bear in this. I think it's the, bleh, I'm so excited. The mug is just so cute. I don't know what it is. It is a little creepy, but I don't know, I like it. Okay, so now I'm going to sit down and read a little bit. I think I told you all I only got to like 50 pages last night, so I will try to get to page at least, I mean, I'm just gonna try to read 100 pages today. I don't know if it's gonna happen. It is a really fast read, so we'll see, but yes. It is Saturday. It has been a while since I've updated the vlog, but I have been reading, not as much as I wanted to, not as quickly as I wanted to. Like, I wanted to be done with this book already, but that's okay. I am like 240 pages in, and I went ahead and added all of my tabs, and I am really loving this. I think this is going to be a 5-star read. This is just like such incredible writing. It's that writing where like there'll be sentences and I literally stop and I'm just like, oh my god, wow. Really hasn't been much of a plot. This is a little bit of a plot, but it's one of those typical literary fiction where we're just following a young girl trying to figure out life. And character, I think I've mentioned, she's Afghani, and she is like desperate to hold on to this secret. She doesn't want anyone to know. She lies about where she's from. She doesn't tell anyone about where she lives. She just like has this like, she keeps it as a secret, and it really like bubbles up sometimes because she obviously, I think subconsciously wants to tell people the truth. You know, you want people to accept you as you are. So that's an interesting little piece of it. And then also there's a lot of talk in here about architecture, like literal buildings, because she lives in the poorer side of Berlin, and the architecture of those buildings are called, like, I'm learning this in the book, are called brutalist architecture style, instead of these like beautiful, you know, elaborate buildings that are well known in these old European countries. But there's also the history of those beautiful buildings being bombed and ruined in wars. That's also a piece of this, and that part I'm finding so fascinating about the architecture. There's a lot of it. I have it as the gray tab. There's quite a bit about architecture in Germany, which I wasn't expecting. But yes, there's so many beautiful quotes, so much social commentary. Yeah, it's just one of those books about woman versus the void. I just love it so much. And I knew from an early age that I also had an iteration of her illness in me, for that is what my father and mother and uncles and aunts called it. It was an illness that she suffered from, an illness that sprouted her desire for liberty and sex and wildness and alcohol. My parents wanted women to wear their hair uncovered, to have political opinions and a taste in music, and to go to college, but we were still obliged to play by the rules, and the rules were patriarchal, strict, and most of all, they were permanent. You had to be a doctor Kub, I'm not sure you say that, a good girl, in order not to turn into a doctor Karab, a broken, bad, ruined girl. I like that because it kind of encompasses the title of good girl and how she is just trying to break free and find her own life. And there's a part where she said, oh, here it says, like, I want to live, every cell in my body screamed. She's really trying to break free from this like little square that her family wants to put her in. But obviously she's not. Oh, Toby looks so cute right now. Oh my goodness. Wait, I'm gonna film it on my phone so you guys can see. Yeah, I'm just loving it a lot. My goal is to finish this book today. I would really like to finish this book today so we can start another one, because like I said, I really want to read at least 3 of those library books. So hello, so it is a little bit later. I have read a little bit more of Good Girl, but I really want to go to the pool today because it's so nice outside and hot. And I don't know, I just want to start a different book. So I think that I'm going to take The Resurrectionist by A. Ray Dunlap. Yeah, I'm super excited about this, and I think this will be like a quick read.
Piso nessa areia fina, vejo no mar uma menina. Doce Bahia, vejo dominó na esquina e banguelo sorrindo de alegria. Doce Bahia.
Okay, hello, I am back with an update. I went to the pool. It was very nice. It was really hot though. But I did, while I was at the pool, start The Resurrectionist, as you guys saw. I only got like 30 pages in, I think, but I'm really liking it so far. I think this is going to be a really fun, fast-paced read. Fun, fast-paced read. So we're following our main character named James, who discovers that he loves science and anatomy and decides that he wants to become a doctor, and one of the best medical schools is in Scotland, Edinburgh, so he heads his way there. And it starts off with him deciding to leave Oxford to go to school in Edinburgh, and he's meeting some of his students, and then also there's like, which is interesting, I don't know if this is true, but there are like private schools that you can join, and it seems kind of weird because it seems like it's just a random physician, like a doctor, who is deciding to teach students, but you can just kind of pay him to learn anatomy. That just seems weird to me, because it's like, shouldn't you be like wanting to be a doctor? It can't just be like a random person off the street who should be able to take these classes. Anyway, that part seemed weird. But yeah, so he's going to join this private school as well as the school he's in this private school because you get more, like you get to have your own corpse. Like each student gets a course, their own body for anatomy and to like dissection and all these things. So I think he's on the back, it says as a young body snatcher, so I think that's going to become a big part of it. But yeah, I'm really liking it. It's really interesting so far. I love medical talk, especially I love learning about how medicine used to be in the olden days, because it is so fascinating. If you guys don't know, I went to medical school. I'm a doctor. I'm currently in my fellowship, so this is just going to be super relatable and very interesting, so I'm very excited about this. I just actually finished though Good Girl by Aria Aber, and I absolutely love this so much. I give this 5 out of 5 stars. This was incredible. I do think that it was just like a little bit too long, and I was starting to get really tired and exhausted of our main character, not her like feelings and things, but just because she kept doing the same things, like kept partying, kept taking drugs, and some of those scenes became repetitive, especially the like drug taking and making poor decisions. That part got a little exhausting, but her own like inner monologue about being Afghan in Berlin and just about her trying to find herself and living in poverty and dealing with her family, like her mother died, and just like all of that stuff was not exhausting. It was the drug scenes that I found really exhausting, because it's like very prevalent throughout the entire book. But yeah, there just came a point where she just kept making these like really poor decisions, and I was just getting so sad for her, and I was like, oh my gosh, she just needs some like epiphany or something to change in her life. Like I wanted something good to happen to her, or for her to make one good decision, which I think is due to incredible writing. Yeah, that was my other favorite thing about this, was the writing is so incredible. As you can see, all of my I don't know if you can see all of my tabs. Oh my gosh, just such beautiful, incredible writing. It had so much to say. If you love any kind of sad girl lit fic, woman versus the void, but you want some like social commentary, incredible. Like I absolutely love this. This doesn't have the highest rating on Goodreads, and it also only has like 5,000 or something ratings on Goodreads, which is crazy to me, because this book is literally like nominated for Women's Prize. I can't remember if it was nominated for the Booker. It's just crazy, and this is her debut. Like this needs way more readership. I highly recommend this if this sounds like something you would enjoy. If you love literary fiction, I think you would like this. Yeah, I'm so glad I finally read it. So glad I bought my own copy, because I knew it just from reading it that I was able to annotate it as much as I did. So yes, I highly recommend this one. But now, I'm gonna take a little bit of a break from reading, and then I do want to get more into The Resurrectionist. I think a little bit later tonight I'll try to read a bit more, because I was liking this too. It's definitely a nice change of pace from okay, so it is the next day, and I was looking at the different due dates for all of my library books just to make sure, because I got them when I was on vacation. Like they renewed some of them but they're due back soon. But this one is past due. I didn't realize, so good thing I finished this first. So I think I'm about to go run some errands, so I think I am gonna go ahead and go return this so I don't get any fees and also it's due back, so I'm gonna go ahead and return this one. But I'm gonna keep the other library books obviously and try to read up at least 3, like I said, before I return the rest of them. I have read a little bit more of The Resurrectionist. I think I'm like 70 pages in, and it's just like a fun time. Our main character now has learned about the body snatching business and has been kind of conned into joining the people who are doing the body snatching. Yeah, and I'm really liking it so far. We've met a couple more characters. It's starting to get a little bit funny, and it's just like a fun time so far. It's not very dark, I have to say, which is like the vibe that it's giving, and the tone of like the first couple of chapters were kind of like dark and gothic, almost not super gothic, but like a little gothic. But it's definitely a little bit more funny, and like just a ragtag team of people, and our main character is very like type A, super focused, doesn't want to break any rules, so him getting into this world makes it kind of funny. But yeah, I'm really liking it. When I come back, or no, I'm actually gonna take this with me because I may sit by the library when I return that, because there's a cute little park that I like to go to. So I may sit in a little park and read this. So we're gonna take both of these, but only returning one. It is Tuesday. It's about 1:30. It is my admin day today, and I've already done my studying, submitted a research grant for a conference. So now, had lunch. So now I feel I can sit and read a little bit. I actually started a different book. I started The Night Guest. I don't know how to say this author's last name, and I'm really liking it so far. I am still enjoying The Resurrectionist, but it's turning into more like a silly, goofy time, and I wasn't really feeling it. Like, it's good, it's easy to read, but I was like, I kind of want to read something else right now. So I decided to just go ahead and pick up The Night Guest because it's super short as well. I started it last night. And then I read a little bit this morning, so I'm about 70 pages in, so I definitely think I'll be able to finish this today. This is a translated horror, Icelandic horror, and you're following this woman who wakes up always exhausted with like bruises on her body. She doesn't know what's going on. She tries going to doctors to like see what's going on with her. So then she decides to get like a little pedometer watch and starts filming herself to figure out what's going on, and creepy things are happening. She's seeing that her like count step is going way up in the middle of the night. She started filming herself and she's just like smiling creepily at the camera and like leaving the room. We don't know what's going on. It is very strange. I'm really liking it a lot though. Yeah, so I'm probably gonna sit here. I don't know if I'm gonna sit here and finish this completely today or like right now, but definitely finish this tonight and read more of The Resurrectionist because I do want to finish that book. But yeah, I just wanted something a little bit different. Okay, hello. So I didn't think I was gonna finish this, but I just finished it. What? That ending? Oh, I did not expect it. I thought I still had more pages left. Oh my god. But yeah, this was a super fast read because some of the chapters are like super short and it's really engaging. Like, you really want to know what happens. I have no idea. I don't know what I'm gonna rate it. The ending was so weird. The ending was so weird. I'm gonna have to think about it, but I did like it. I didn't love it, but I did like it. I did like it, and I'm glad I read it. Ending. Oh my god. But yeah, okay, I'm gonna think about this, let you know my final thoughts. But yes, we have another library book done. I think I'm gonna take a little bit of a break now. Oh my gosh. Take a little bit of a break now and then definitely read more of The Resurrectionist today. All right, hey guys, so it is a bit later, I have to say. I don't know, maybe like a week or so later. It was taking me forever to get through this book, The Resurrectionist, but I did push through and I finished the last like 60 pages last night, and I don't know what it is, but I was like enjoying it as I was reading it. This is one of those books where like as I'm reading it, I was enjoying it, but I cannot get myself to pick it up. But I did, like, the ending was super nice. I'm happy that I read it. I'm actually gonna give it like 4 stars because I did really enjoy the story. I love the characters. If you like Emily Wilde and you like Veronica Speedwell, I think you will like this book. It has that same like academic setting. It has a little mystery aspect to it because while they are body snatchers, they figure out that there are people who are murdering people and claiming that they're taking them from graves. So there's a little mystery aspect. You have a romance in here. It's not slow burn romance like Emily and Wendell and Veronica and Stoker. The romance is still really cute. They have a cute little banter going on. So I did really like it, and I think a lot of people, like a lot of people, would enjoy this book. So I definitely recommend, but I am glad I finished it finally. That said, there are 2 books left on my TBR, and I'm not gonna read them for this vlog. I'm going to return them, but I think I'm gonna sit here and read the first chapter of each, just so I know if I want to like check it out again, if I feel like it's gonna be a book that I actually want to purchase, like I did with Good Girl. I just have a feeling, I know. So I'm gonna sit here and read the first chapter and give you all my initial thoughts. So let's start off with Deep Cuts by Holly Brickley. Okay, I didn't finish. I'm only 4 pages in, and I can already tell I don't think this is gonna be for me. Starting off with this girl in a bar. Friends, I think our main character, she's talking to, I'm assuming, our male main character, and they already, by page 4, had very in-depth, a little pretentious talk about music, and I know I'm not gonna like that, even though I love music, but something about it, when it's written in detail, like that's what I found I did not like about Daisy Jones and the Six. There are a lot of things I didn't really care about with Daisy Jones and the Six, but the intense music talk and like all that, not for me. I don't like it. So I think that's just gonna be I don't need to read that book. So let's try Old Soul by Susan Barker. I'm like super excited about this one. Okay, so I read the first chapter, which was only 1 page, and you are with these 2 women and they're just kind of looking out at the sky. It sounds like in the desert, and they're talking about the planet Venus. And then, because I was so short, I read a little bit into chapter 2. It's called Testimony 1, which is weird. And you're following, I think, them, where they meet in the airport, because that's what it says here. Met in the airport after missing a flight. So that's the part that I just got to. It says, miss a flight and over dinner discovered they've both brutally lost loved ones. Oh, maybe it's not 2 women. I don't know why I thought these were 2 women. The interesting thing is, it's like, this is written, it's the title with like T colon, what are you looking at? E colon, kind of like a play. And then the chapter where it says testimony, there's no quotation marks or anything. So it's weird, but it says part horror, part Western, part thriller. Old Soul is a fearlessly bold and genre-defying tale about predation, morality, and free will in one man's quest to bring a centuries-long chain of human devastation to an end. What? Yeah, I definitely do want to read this. I didn't get the vibe if I want to buy it, but I definitely want to read it. So I'm gonna return it, but I may like check this out later because I think this is gonna be really good. So with all of that said, it's time to end the vlog. We had all of these books out from the library. Of course, Good Girl I have already returned because I bought my own copy and gave it 5 stars. Definitely recommend. Read The Resurrectionist, which I gave 4 stars, and I definitely do recommend this. I think a lot of people would like it. And I read The Night Guest, which I don't know if I ever gave a final rating, but I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5 stars because the ending was pretty crazy, but I don't know, I think it's good, like one-time quick story, but I don't know if I'm ever really gonna think about it again. And obviously these 2 we just talked about there. So I think I'm gonna take these tomorrow, return them to the library. But I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch you all in my next one. Bye.